Is everybody in? The ceremony is about to begin. Wake up! You can't remember where it was. Has this dream stopped? How's it going, guys? Connor Williams here, just back for another trip down the quadrosphere known as the Harcourt Coffee Quadrant. It's going to be an early one. It is an early one. It's probably like 5:20 to 6, but it's necessary. It's so necessary. And I'll tell you why. The last day, the dawn broke, and for many people that's going to be a great situation, you know. Once the morning has broken, the sky is beautiful, light is here, life begins to chug along and move. Unfortunately for me, dawn breaks, my heart breaks, because the city under the darkness and the lights, the buildings, the architecture, the sweet, 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 sweet brew of the bean, and everything else in between, it just is 110% tippity top, Gene Wilder-esque. It really is fantastic. And another crisp one. Another absolutely lovely crisper. And I can see one solitary bicycle here at the stand, just on Adelaide. Thank you very much there for the tips, lads. I just heard a couple of tips go through there. I need to make sure I can honour you. Schnuffles, thank you very much. Good morning. And I hope you're having a fantastic day so far. It's still early. Again, another look inside the Wilder. It looks brilliant. They've got the tree up as well. Still November. Let's let them off with that one, because what they're doing here is second to none, with the red berries and the tree and the lights, and the style of building as well is absolutely fantastic. Quib, how's it going, buddy? I delighted to have you here, and hope you're having a fantastic morning as well. Have you your beans ready to roast, or are they ready to grind, ready to crush? Hopefully so. Not many establishments open this early though. You'll have to wait to maybe 6 or possibly even 6:30 in order to get involved. View the morning with a clean mind. That's what this is all about. Soak in the astute temperance of the crisp air and sink back that strong, strong coffee as well. And, you know, I don't want it to come across as an absolute worship of the bean. I'm not some sort of hepped up bean master, but I mean, it's fully available. It's proliferated widely through society as the number one way to put a bit of pep in your step. Gastrointestinal issues may occur with, you know, an unyielding appetite for the bean itself. So you do have to really tread with extreme caution. I do 2 coffees on a morning run. That's what I do. It's put a lot of fucking cats amongst the pigeons, that has to be said, in terms of people sending messages saying, Connor, what are you doing? You're crucifying your stomach. You're gonna end up with, you know, knots and all this sort of business. But I find that if you can limit it maybe to 2, and also don't go day in, day out on the 2. Put a bit of space between yourself and the bean. It's good to come back to it. It's good to revisit it after a while and go, do you know what? Yeah, I've missed this. I've missed you. Get in that machine. I'm gonna crush you into a load of powder and then put you in some hot water as well. You know, like an old friend that you've lost contact with, and then you revisit them. You reignite the flame of friendship. With me, it's only been 48 hours, so, you know, I still. But that said, we had a great time the other day. It was fantastic, despite the light, despite the daylight. It was fantastic. early risers. Ben Shan 719. How you getting on? 719 Ben Shans in the world, and you are that 719th. The other 718 Ben, where are they now? Do you know what I mean? You're here, I'm here. The bean will be here soon enough. But the other 718 Ben Shans, no one's gonna remember them. No one's gonna remember them, buddy. Just pouring my morning bottle of Buckfast and the cornflakes is Nissan. Great stuff. The early worm gets the bean. Just rub your tummy. I think somebody said there. I missed the text was going up. I actually missed what the message was, but someone said something regarding just rubbing your tummy, which could mitigate GI issues with the bean as well. Look, let's not get bogged down with the negative aspects of the bean. This is one of the buildings I looked at the other day as the sun had dawned, and I mean, look at that. It's a fantastic situation. You'd love to really be involved in something like that, would you? The yellow door on it as well, and then you've got the Christmas lights are already going, as is the way without the city here, and that's what makes it so special as well. When you get into that November season, I feel as though you need to really put a little bit of effort into it, because put a bit of wind in the sails to the month, the day as well. Christmas, December brings its own charm, but with November, I think you do need to really be a little bit proactive in the stakes and go for it. Let me just see what we've got here with this. Is it electric? It's going to be cold. That's actually going to be that's an ice arse situation. So I don't think we're gonna have to swerve on that one. Not really sure. I mean, I think I could manage it. But I'm just uncertain as to how that's going to play up down the line. I'm completely fine. Everything's fine, in that situation. It's ticking along nicely, which is just another reason not to go and put your arse on an ice-lined saddle. As comfortable as those saddles are, I have to hand it to Red Click and Dublin Bikes. Their saddles are so comfy. I could sit on them all day. I really could, but with that extra layer of ice, I think we might need to have to give Grant Thornton a ring afterwards and say, look, my arse is iced. We need an audit. But that said, it's the same everywhere, You have that lining. I think we could be -1. We could be -1. I don't know. I'm not really too bothered by it, to be honest, as long as you wrap up and you keep the spirits high. Less than 24 hours, or maybe about 20 or 30, actually 32 hours until kick-off tomorrow at the Aviva, where we lay siege to South Africa inside our own cauldron of expectation. It's going to be fantastic, and that you can really sense a palpable feeling of intrepidation. Yes, we know the Springboks have got what it takes to be able to spoil a party or two. They've done it in the past. We won't expect anything less from them, but the expectations will fall heavily on the shoulders of our own beasts. Hopefully they can really take control of the game and change the scape of the land as well. Look at that, we can see, I think the barge has its Christmas shenanigans already going strong at the end there. Welcome very much to the Bean Quest. There, Dara. Very, very kind of you, Dara. I hope you're getting home well. Rise and grind, Connor. Pleasure meeting you early this week. That was fantastic, and it warms the heart to the chance encounter that is with other people who understand the depth and scope around what is going on here, around this particular quadrant. I was just talking to the CEO of Viasat yesterday afternoon, and I said, "Can you feel it?" He said, "Can I feel what, Connor?" I said, can you feel the air of anticipation? Can you feel the force of the grind? And he looked at me and he said, Connor, you are a beautiful man, but I'll never be able to understand what you're going on about. So it really resonated with me, Dara, that you did understand and could engage and interface on that level. And I hope that you're having a fucking fantastic day, better off than the scenes inside this skip here, where we have a wooden pallet and some old chairs. I don't know if they belong to the Hilton, but maybe they did, but they look a bit rough and ready. Is that even the Hilton anymore? It's been a while since I've actually... It is. Well, good riddance to that bad rubbish, because that is not good. It's great to see the Hilton upscaling. And we move around to another bicycle rank here, and none of the seats seem to be inundated with ice. Ice arse. Some of them do. 2 minor patches of ice there. Yeah, you'd want to have some sort of hot wipe or a tissue or a very rugged and sturdy ply of kitchen roll to be able to deal with that, but I just haven't brought any with me, do you know? And as we head on up here, you can see Sonny McSwines. Get yourself some beat on me, says Dara. Time to attack the day and maximize revenue. Bankside. Bankside. Good morning. Welcome to the Bean. Are you ready to bank your side? Are you ready to bean your grind? I know I am. Let's take it away. That's a good little take, actually. Actually, I should be recording these into full res for some sort of little edit, but maybe the quality will suffice. I'm not too sure. Sonny McSwine. Music's still going on there. Do 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 do. I don't know if you can hear that. Living La Vida Loca, someone is up there. I'd say the night may be finished, or work maybe ended a couple of hours ago, and they're on the session. Go on, you crazy diamond! Best not shake the fists like that. Sometimes I get carried away and start fist pumping, and I forget that to the unknown bystander it could look very aggressive or indeed bizarre. Cause for concern, perhaps, yes. Maybe a chance to alert Gardaí about my presence. But it's too early for that. But I do enjoy the sound of there's a bit of rula-boola going on up there above that pub still, and look at that decadence of that swan. Gotta imagine how amazing that swan is to be able to just stay like that and not get frozen. It's fucking brilliant. It's got its head buried inside its wing. It's not even doing any preening or pruning. It's pruning away. Lovely stuff. Gotta hand it to the swan. I know it's been said many times. It's pretty much a staple of mine to stop and admire the swan at this time, this hour. But look at that, the clarity of it, the crisp, calm, placid nature of the canal, and the beautiful swan. And it's not pruning or preening, it's just getting its head stuck in there behind the wing, maybe checking for bugs, but basically maybe he's having a kip. It's just a kip. He's having a sweet, sweet, sweet kipperoonie. Fantastic stuff. He's not dead there, Mr. Man. Welcome to the stream. He's not dead. Swan song, a step change in concern. A big bean in the river. Samurai Crack, how you getting on? Quib, thanks for the tip. Nissan Dara again, I hope you're doing well, buddy. You had a pair of fucking fantastic ear pods on you the other day. I wanted to inquire about them, but I didn't want to go too personal. I only just met you, so I didn't want to be digging deep, you know. Music, of course, can be a very personal thing. You can tell a lot about someone what music they listen to. At least I think so myself, anyway. But yeah, were they the AirPods 3 or were they Pro or what's the story? Maybe they weren't. Maybe they were a Samsung scenario. But great to see somebody else getting involved and getting out there and just smashing it and going for it and appreciating the Il Valentino bean sphere as well. The tune is still going. I'm feeling a little bit like the party's going on up there and I'm down here fucking... But it's a different kind of party. It's a different kind of sauce and lacquer up there. It's nothing. It's the anti-bean. It's the full force crack blast to the face. The post pub piss up. Thursday going into Friday. It's fucking fantastic. You love it. It's old school. You know, it's dirty. It's dirty. I mean, you're not going to have a great head after it, but there's a session going on. You know, look. Let's leave it. If anybody knows of anyone up there who could let me in for the party, let me know, because it's pushing on nearly 6 a.m. It's almost 6 o'clock. Time to leave the confines of the canal and move swiftly at pace towards a brand new bean sphere. And I'm not sure actually if there's anywhere open. Not at this hour. Now this is something. The Red Bean Roastery, John. The taste of summer. That's a bit late in the year for that one. Then you can also go for the pumpkin spice latte and maple spice. Fall into autumn and get yourself involved. The coffee and tea menu there is fucking fantastic as well. I highly, highly recommend it. $3.50 for an Americano. Standard stuff. I want to say a big thank you very much there to Cybergrafter. Look at that Whiskey Museum livery on the bus there on the air coach. Sorry, I get excited by some of that kind of stuff, you know. Basically, I'm a sucker for advertising and great graphic design and of course Bankside with their very understated signage out the front. It used to be Rabo Direct or Rabo Bank, just that corner there. I used to be in and out of there quite a lot. The side entrance to the Clayton there. Yeah, Rabo, great guys. Love them, love Rabo. I'd say I went in on a timeshare in Mogadishu with Rabo himself, and he fucking pulled out. So I was left with property in Mogadishu and had to get rid of it, which led to a really, really hard time for me because I had no Mogadishan. Do you know? There was a lot of perdition going on there, but whilst there anyway, I made strives and pains to ingratiate myself with the locals, and do you know what I came up with? Get the alarm burglar sphere. Do you know? Whilst in Mogadishu, the chips were down. I thought we need to get back to Ireland and have something ready to sell, ready to go. And what better than a burglar alarm which burglars fear? And we're going to see the advert again in just one moment. as we're graced with a succulent, juicy lock of ham, an extra slice of Christmas wonder more to value, and of course, don't forget about the Range Rover, which has entered its 55th year this year. Whether you're a Range Rover man, you're a woman yourself, or you just like the Evoque, the understated, luxuriant drive that is the Evoque. And look at the face there. And it's the chair. Okay, so she's the burglar, I get that now. What a bizarre advert, because it's kind of suggesting the burglar would take time out just to fucking relax and everything, which is not my experience, unfortunately. When my house got burgled there about 25 years ago, they fucking ransacked the place, and one of the cons took a shit on the rug, the shag pile rug. Disgusting. So I mean, what kind of mind does that? And I suppose it's just adrenaline at the end of the day. Do you know, if you're gonna fucking break into someone's gaff and rob their stuff, you've probably got a hefty amount of adrenaline pumping through you. And then it's the equivalent of having a couple of coffees first thing in the morning and a smoke. Do you know, it's gonna head you into the fucking the Thunderdome. Now, Charlemagne Square, I think I've been telling you about the developments we're rocking here, and we've actually had to put prices up on a few of the apartments, and you'll see them on Daft. Charlemont Lock, Charlemagne Square. These are luxurious pieces which have just gone on the market. We've decided to go. We sold quite a few of them to vulture funds, and we've actually decided to hold a few of them ourselves, because you can get away with charging absolutely fucking ludicrous rent on it. We're talking about maybe, well, there's no maybe about it. Have a look on Daft yourself. One of these bad boys, or three of them that we have going at the moment, for €5,800 a month. One of those is a one. Another one is a 2-bedroom. One of them has actually it's a nice mezzanine situation which overlooks the canal itself as well. But it's a happening area. It really is. Not much happening right now. And also you've got the Tesco Express, which is ready to rock, on spec, on tick, 24/7, never begging for a rain check. Cyber Gaffer, thank you very much, sir, for your tip. Very, very kind of you. You say, I awake to find another one of your inspirational streams to go. I finally decalcified my espresso machine after a 3-month-long hiatus, and I'm about to put in an 8-hour power graft. Today is a good day. Have a macchiato on me, bud. Thank you very much there, Cyber Gaffer, and I hope you're getting on well, Cyber Grafter. Seamus, how the hell are you, Seamus? Colombian bean this morning, question mark? Not particularly too sure. Haven't really decided yet. I suppose that's going to be something that we get to. Quick look at the Tesco Express just to show you how good this place looks at the moment. It's clean, you know. Usually when you think about Tesco, you don't think of the most polished shopping experience. I mean, you've got your prices, you've got your club card, yeah, you're gonna get some nice stuff just as the lights go on there. They've a smoking bean machine inside there which looks fantastic, and yeah, it looks like it's just about to get going there, and it looks fantastic. I mean, for the area that's in it, preferably I'd rather see some sort of Fallon and Burn, or maybe a, you know, Donnybrook Fair, or maybe even, yeah, just either of those would be grand, rather than a Tesco. But at least, you know, you're going to be able to probably do a little bit of mini shop there as well, in Tesco. But they're not going to have the range that the fair has. They're not going to have that je ne sais quoi. They're definitely not going to have the deli counter, or the, you know, the butchers. But that said, I haven't checked it out, so it'd be bad of me to really give an unequivocal review of it. But that said, great stuff is happening around Charlemont Square and Charlemont Lock. So much so that it's just feels like I'm bragging, really, when I talk about the 3 apartments that I have up on tap for €5,850 a month. I'm not. That's not a brag. That's just business. That's just business, and that's where we are. And also, remember, that's who we are. Let's not forget, that's who we always were. Lovely piece of art here. I don't know what this one is. This is Charlemont Square. Mark Anthony Brands International, Bloomberg, SEI, the big movers, the big shakers, the power lifters, the creamers, the dreamers. And it's out of order. But you skip in there, you get in there, and look at that heart clasped by a fucking bronze hand. And that's saying something. Which is when you're going after the consumer. You need to grab them not only by the eyes, which is going to be hard to do, but also by the heart, and squeeze it in the palm of your hand, and just have them. Just have them. $5,000 a month, pittance to a man of your wealth, Conzo. Well, $5,000 a month, Mr. Man, is wrong. It's actually $5,850 a month, and maybe one of them is up there. I can't even remember. I just went in on the deal, Design Bank MBD ideas. This is what we need here. A little fucking coffee dock with a bar, table, chairs, and the table propped up by a logo. Just simply ideas. And that's where I like to bring the staff. Little fruit machine that we have in the corner there. I turn that on a Friday afternoon. This was a WeWork, which actually now is we don't work because they're fucking gonzo. But apparently they bought a load of property and they really got done. In a big way. But ideas. Let me just see if we can line that one up. Okay, now I need to get a bit of light on the face there. Let me just see if I can get a bit of light on the face. I'm not sure if the phone screen is going to be illuminating enough. Thank you very much there, Mr. McGivney. From Bean to Cup. You read your piece. From Bean to Cup. Wishing you and yours a Merry Christmas. It's November, but thanks for the tip. Here's hoping you have a brand new Helly Hansen under the Christmas tree this morning. Maybe I could just read that as in, it's my own well wish to you, the viewer. And just actually use Mr. McGivney's tip message as my own script. I'm gonna do that, Mr. McGivney. I'm gonna do that. Let me put some light on the face. It might be too bright. Oh, now I can't fucking see it. Bear with me, folks. We're just working this out. From Bean to Cup, wishing you and yours a Merry Christmas. Here's hoping you have a brand new Helly Hansen under the Christmas tree on the morning of Christmas. Fuck that one up. It was, unfortunately, the wrong lines. I was trying to look at the camera as well as read the lines. It's not easy. You actually need an auto cue. But if you roll reversal, flip the script around, guys. And now we're illuminated by the red of the ideas, so I'm not particularly too sure whether or not it works better like that or like this. Nevertheless, we move on, we soldier on. Squeeze the ideas out of the juice tube and see if there's any pulp left inside. The pulp of ideas will sit at the bottom like a sediment of inspiration. Make sure to swish that bottle around before you go for the final kill. Because each and every morsel of pulp, John, mark my words, contains within its essence ideas which will break the barrier of contemplation. You've never seen it the way it's meant to be. I wonder, can you stick that to that? You can't. That. You can't. I'm looking for some place to mount the camera there so I can just freeball it and look at the phone, but unfortunately it's a bit of a tough one. Starbucks, are you open at this hour? I don't want to go for a third one. It'll be the third time in 3 coffee mornings I've gone to Starbucks, but I just like the dimly lit situation that they have in there. It feels nice, and although I came under a lot of flack from people when I bought the coffee there the last day, multitude of reasons probably not to drink there, but one comment maybe I didn't think got it right was the coffee there is the worst. It's the worst cup of coffee that you can have. But I mean, I have to disagree. I mean, it's not artisanal, but it's got something. They must be putting something in there, because it's a smooth cup from start to finish. I mean, if you want to modify it, then there's probably a variation of themes that you can do with that actual cup once you're inside. You get a nice little blast of that, we'll be back in business again. Another powerful Monday. Welcome to the stream. You've driven all you can drive. It's just another day in absolute paradise. Now it's time to harness the power of the working week. Fantastic car. Check that bad boy out. Standing proud. Office barista unit. Salesforce. Packing the poachers. Going on a bean quest on Monday morning. A vigorous rub with some tissue paper. This little fella, lovely, truly remarkable beast. I don't know, what's your take on it? Your primetime sin swirl. Been doing a lot of thinking. Ethiopian beans. Book cab? I think we really need to bring in HR. Flavoursome bean development. Colombian beans. St. Stephen's bean. Blast unit. Living Labina mocha. The future. The concept of steam. Brand new roller coaster ride. Time is running. And if you can do that, do that. If you can't do it, don't do it. If you want to do it, at least try. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. If you think that you might, then keep your options open. But if you think that you might not, probably best just to keep your options closed, you know? And is Cafe Sol open? Can we partake in this? It says 6:30. How's it going? Not open. Okay, thanks very much. Thought I was going to get a sweet deal there. The pre-opening time bean explosion was on the horizon, but it's not going to happen. Harcourt Street would actually, it was only a couple of hours ago, maybe people were spilling out into taxis here. But right now it's wind down time as we get ready to delve into the grind workroom. And we weren't able to really appreciate the facade of the Gardaí HQ detective unit the last day we were here, because, well, last year it had barriers going up from the bottom there up to nearly 2/3 way up the lamppost, so you couldn't really see it. Place was inundated with cranes. Cranial action, but it's coming along leaps and bounds. Feel the power. This is your morning. This is your Lewis. And there we have it. Let's get around the side, John. Let's get around the side and see what it looks like from the opposite side. Pretty much the same as this side, but I want to see... Actually, it's had to stop. It's had to stop. Ah, fuck it. And as we go a little bit closer here, you can see a nice bit of space underneath. And some fantastic plant machinery. Manitou, bowlshire.ie, Manitou. A man does it do bowl work. It's a real sturdy piece of machinery, hydraulic and ready to lift. That's basically a crane's best friend right there. That helps the crane out with all the immediate early groundwork attachment and this, that and the other. And then it will link up with other cranes. I think. I've never actually worked in construction myself, but I'm very much involved in the property business. It's a tidy site, no matter what you want to say. Liquid mindset. And big shout out to Bino Ginelli and Daisy Crane for supporting the stream. She's gonna run a red man here. Fun to drive, says Mr. Man. Drove one for 3 years. Well, that's fantastic news. And I'd say it's a great job. I'd say crane would be the top job in both sense, physically, literally in the sky, and you know, just the job itself. A lot of responsibility on your shoulders, moving, continual tonnage, swinging it around, smashing into stuff. Well, maybe not the smashing in. That'd be that would have you fired. Scenes of a nearby piss up, and Bell Lane closed off still, maybe, although you could probably sneak in there. Usually this is open by now. Please exit through the automated pedestrian gate only when main gates are closed. I don't want to go down and have a look at the drop box yet. Let's just wait, let's just get the coffee in and then go for a look at the rock room at the drop. It's something I've been thinking about doing for quite some time. It's been a year. I saw it last week or two days ago, and I stood at the end of the laneway, just thinking, yeah, it looks fantastic. It's still there. All the instruments are still there. I just want to see whether or not they've upscaled or upgraded or done anything different or put in a new piece of musical instrumentation there. There's another entrance here. Station building. Cafe Nero, Kaku, Zambrero, Lewis. In that order. Nero, Kaku, Zambrero, Lewis. Nero, Kaku, Zambrero, Lewis. Nero, Kaku, Zambrero, Lewis. Enjoy your time at Zambrero. Row. Kaku. We'll leave that. We'll wait until we can. And there's an elevator down there. Look at that. Bear with me here, guys. Is this operable to basic denizens? Fucking is. Here we go, folks. This could be... We don't know if this is legit, but we do know that it's in operation and we're moving. And whether or not we have coverage is another thing entirely. This could be a brand new coffee boost room, I'm going to call this. Fantastic stuff just outside EY as well. Yeah. Great stuff. We gotta bring that energy with us and move like we've never moved before. We're breaking boundaries. We're smashing down the walls of Babylon. As Manny from Stone Roses once said, sadly passed. I've seen the news there this morning, and there's a fantastic interview that he did with BBC Three about 20 years ago. Himself and Bobby Gillespie were hepped up on Gillespie balls, or at least one of them was, maybe. And I think Manny said that they were about to go and smash down the walls of Babylon when referring to what they were going to do vis-a-vis their gig. But I suppose the most outspoken comment that stuck out in my memory was when Bobby was asked about who else on the roster he was excited to see, and Colin Murray said, what do you think, you're going to go see Basement Jaxx? And he said, Basement Jaxx, Basement Joke Man. And he called them cocksuckers on live TV in the afternoon. But he immediately mitigated that by saying, and no offense to cocksuckers. So, check it out. I think it's on YouTube. It's a funny clip. You just don't get... You're never going to see that sort of, I suppose, front-facing rock star attitude that you would have done like 20, 30 years ago. And even then they were saying they weren't building them like they were in the 60s. Indeed they weren't. But I mean, what do you get there these days? It's just not... It's too sanitized. And a revolution needs to occur in some shape or format. But my eye is drawn to a fucking arcade machine down at Dropbox. I think we need to get a coffee into us before I can truly and utterly revel in the glory of the corporate sphere. So I think what I'll do is I'll fucking sack off the lift, take the stairs, and we'll come back. Looking forward to maybe breaching the seal of the coffee inside that lift. It's going to be called the New Coffee Explosion Pod 5000 in association with Rancilio and Rabo Direct. Recharge your soul. Press another. Say, I might need to blow my nose there. Apologies if you've been fucking treated to some disgusting scenes there. I'm not just talking about my visage, but I wonder is Pret open? Let's go for a look. Let's go for a goosey gander. Basement Jaxx, basement joke, more like. I wonder what did Basement Jaxx do to him that much that he said that. And television, it's nobody's watching it anymore. It's all the internet sort of stuff. I suppose there's a different generation that still love all that kind of crack, but you just don't get any. I suppose, yeah. What I'm lamenting, first and foremost, is subverting the boundaries of taste and decency on a platform like television, which seemed rock and roll as fuck. And nowadays, it's just, everyone's doing all that stuff on their own terms on the internet. It just doesn't seem like there's any rules being broken, when in actual fact, there's probably never been an age or era where so many rules are being broken. Rule books are being fucking torn up, thrown out the window, burnt, and in some cases just rewritten completely. As the air coach lands here on Park Place, or is it Harcourt or Hatch Street? I beg your pardon. I think World of Illusion, a visual hive for the mind.
the back of 1 and 2 Park Place, and then, as we know, as I'm always letting you know, 4 and 5 are on the corresponding side. This is way too early. I think it's fine. I think it's absolutely fine. Thanks for joining me, by the way. I don't know what a tracker mortgage is. MTV just shows reruns of Pimp My Ride still. How is it even going still? I mean, how are they selling ads for that? Who is even watching fucking Exhibit Pimp Someone's Ride from fucking 30 years ago? 20 years ago? Do you know? Are people even arsed about pimping rides anymore? Never really enjoyed that show at all. I was more of a... I think Tom Green kicked off a great era of crazy stuff. And then the Jackass lads absolutely owned it for the decade that followed. MTV2, as an alternative rock music channel, of course, offered something different. And then if you wanted to go a little bit urban, you of course had MTV Base. And once you had that base of those 3 channels, you were pretty much sorted. You know, you didn't really need to go looking at Kerrang or Q or, God forbid, VH1, who, in fairness to them, made some fantastic programs back in the day. And maybe they're still actually going, but I wonder, is the era of the video music channel gone and done and dusted? Again, with the internet, video did indeed kill the radio star, which was the theme when MTV first hit the scenes in the 80s. But now the internet has killed the video star, which killed the music star. When I say the internet, maybe just YouTube. It's an interesting time. Where to next? That's what everybody keeps wanting to know and asking. And of course, you've got the tech titans either trying to go to Mars or indeed create a metaverse, an extended universe within the universe they're already living in. It's basically just a continual attempt to try to escape the reality of life, where I think that's maybe what's sending some people crazy as well. We need to really go back to the Four Seasons chamber music. We need to go back to Mozart, to Beethoven. We need to go to Shostakovich. We need to go back to the National Symphony Orchestra of the Ukraine, now known as Ukraine. Okay, not the anymore. Let's get it right. Vladimir Serenko and Maria Puklianko. Monday, 23rd of March. It's a long way away yet, but tickets are going from €15, so get in and get in nicely. Haven't been there in years myself, but I've actually there to record a piece for the Today programme a few years ago regarding luxury bidet and bathrooms situated around the city. They do have a fantastic one inside the National Concert Hall. You must check it out. In the is it the Jack Judge suite, or is it the Kevin Barry suite, or the Kevin Barry chamber room? I'm not sure, but it's fantastic stuff. And we've got some great light on this board for another piece, maybe. What about that? Inside the How's it going, guys? Welcome to the Bean Stream. From green to red, or red to green, you know you're safe with the power of Bean. All the best. It's very, very bright indeed. It's very, very bright. We'll move back so we can get a little bit of distance between ourselves and the hall itself. Really, really enjoy the grandeur of it. Revel in it. Revel in it. Why not? Thank you very much there for the tip. I missed you. And there's a man opening up or doing something in there. It's a security detail inside the National Concert Hall. But what a building.
Goose cloud.
What a goose cloud of a fucking unit. I mean, it never ceases to amaze me, especially at this hour, this time. That lighting, it's just fantastic. You know, it really, to stand in front of that and realise the power and work that went into it. Not so much the money. I mean, you're not going to get buildings like that anymore because it's too pricey. People don't want to make them. In fact, I'd love to see where in the world are they still, or even are they going to attempt to make a building out of materials that looks like that nowadays. Just the cost is too much. So we end up with some real monstrosities. But, I mean, some of them are doing their best. Do you know, I mean, up there and around to the coffee quadrant, there's some great work, some powerful work going down. And don't even get me started on the Docklands. It's just a shame, but the layout, the dock, the Grand Canal dock area and all that, that's nice. And you got down by the Bord Gáis. But then when you get up and you say if you want to go to eat, say you want to go to eat for something in Bites by Kwangi. Do you know, maybe you want to go for a lunch in Bites by Kwangi. There's nothing there really other than Bites by Kwangi. Do you know? And it's a shame, but the buildings are fantastic. And the Brewdog situation there, I'd love to know whether or not that was Brewdog who actually came up with that concept for that building, or did they just say, we like that, we're gonna fucking pitch up our pub there and sell our wares there. I'm not sure. Connor Roach, thank you very, very much for your tip, buddy. I hope you're getting on well. And Biscotti as well. And none other than Bodega Jones and Kiki Stockhammer. Very, very kind of you lads. I can't say thank you enough. Love seeing Yates tell the cronies in the Oireachtas just how this country runs the other day. Wasn't it spectacular? Wasn't it spectacular? I might actually go... We might do a debrief after this and go through how to handle those fucking cronies. Look, I don't want to throw any shade towards the elected representatives of our society or anything like that, but it just felt to me like Yates had them in the palm of his hand, like a ball of malleable putty. And he was just throwing the ball up in the air, catching it and going, I've got you, lads. I've got you. I can squeeze you. I can mold you. I can make you into something you never thought possible. And he just owned it.
John
Really did. Select committee
after launching a Zurich bomb at you.
on whether or not
address it.
Commission a man and the powers that be need to revamp and shake up how the media operates in and around a fucking, presidential campaign. Yates basically just said, look lads, do you want me to make you look like Egypts, or do you want me to go easy on you? And he did it with the utmost respect as well. You could tell that some of the politicians that were grilling him, some of them were fawning. It was just, this country needs Yates. That's the bottom line here. That's the takeaway. Sorry, just a quick look at this area here. But I think, thank you very much for the tip, by the way. And we might debrief and go through that Yates media training masterclass, perchance, maybe. We don't know. On board Navi, I have to say, your tip has just illuminated my life and sent a shockwave of pain and pleasure simultaneously through my heart. So much so that I know it now as the double guff. And thank you very much, Onboard Navi, for that fantastic and beautiful tip. Some global vibe analysis, always welcome, but especially in the morning. Why not? Especially when we've got this little slice of heaven just in amidst the city as well. And it reminds me of the old textbook I had studying business studies for the Leaving Cert. And I can't remember who wrote it, but it was probably Gilliam Macmillan who published it. And it had a picture of downtown Lower Manhattan. And obviously I'm drawing grandiose comparisons here between Lower Manhattan and 6 Earlsfort Terrace. But it really is like you're enveloped inside the business grasp, so to speak. And this little garden area here is maintained to the highest standard. And look at that bauble. Baublicious. Absolutely baublicious. This country is screwed, says Irish person in real life. I mean, it's a bit much to be laying on the fucking negativity at 6 a.m, man. Give it a few hours until you let that creep in. You need to have some sort of fucking pep in your step first, you know? Christ on a bike. The country is not screwed. We're actually performing better than we've ever performed, and we're being told that daily. Do you not hear the fucking announcements in the media, on the news? The country's fucking doing class, better than it ever was for everyone. Do you know? Unbelievable. Full employment, nearly. Actually not. It's actually unemployment rising again, I heard. But that said, Europe is very, very happy with us, and we're hitting the targets, and we're making a lot of fucking money for tech people. Do you know? So I don't know where you're pulling that one out of. The country is screwed. It's actually fucking brilliant, man. It's brilliant. Everything is everything has never been remotely as good as it is now. Do you know, you need to really maybe look at diversifying your portfolio and just maybe taking a leaf out of my book as well and have a look at Charlemont Lock. Do you know, I think there's still a few units that are on the market there. If you can find a way to snag one of those, it's looking like a very, very, very bullish decade ahead, the way tech is going, and with the climate of Ireland being very, very conducive to the data centres that are going to be necessary to fuel and power the AI generative AI economy in NI as well, the north, as well as this country. I mean, it's a no-brainer, man. It's a no-brainer. They're going to start building really dystopian, massive cubes in Monaghan and in Navan. They already are. And no one's going to be allowed to go in them. Just blank, featureless cubes, all just humming inside of GPUs. It's fucking beautiful. That's just going to create more and more wealth as well. Record profits. Surging consumer confidence. And it's, you know, it's not the worst. So I just wanted to kind of put paid to any sort of negative sentiment out there as well. And also maybe just go one-on-one with you, Irish person IRL, and just say, look, get outside. Breathe it in. Feel the power of the morning. Sense the urgency in the air surrounding this particular area. And just try and soak it in. And let yourself become a fountain of that. Do you know? Let it pour out of you. As the Emperor said in Star Wars, let the hate flow through you. But in this instance, don't let the hate, let the optimism flow through you. It's the only way. You trap more flies with honey than you will vinegar. And it also It doesn't exude an air of confidence to be going around saying everything's shit and everything's fucked. No one wants to hear it, unfortunately, even though you could be right. No one wants to hear it. People are going to switch off. People are going to walk away from you. Do you know, this is business 101. Never, as I said to you a couple of weeks ago, never answer the question you were asked. Always empathize, understand, and then begin to control. It's the first thing they teach you when you're in the door. Do you know? Good night, Samurai Crack. Hopefully it's not good night, because it's 20 to 7. And the CO2 you're breathing out is bad investment opportunities. First rule of acquisition. Sorry, I'm just reading the chat, thinking it's actually going to make sense, but it doesn't make sense because you're reading comments that are coming thick and fast from different people. All I will say is, quote and quib there, never apologise, say sorry afterwards. Wait until the damage is truly done before you start to fucking try to dig yourself out of the hole you've made. It's just gone 6:42, and I feel as though we need to, as they say at the christening, wet the baby's head, but right now we need to wet the baby's head with the drip of the Colombian coffee bean into the cup, the baby's head being a plastic or paper lined cup, and then, and only then,
do we survey the scenes of the rock box room at the drop.
I'm thinking about that lift. Thinking about getting in that lift for the first sip of the day. Sip of it. Arthur Cox! It's -3. You're a dedicated man. Thanks very much there, armchair supporter, for turning up and tuning in and not dropping out, a la Timothy Leary. And I do think this may be a perfect way just to zone out as well. Sort of background ambient sphere of an upwardly mobile go-getter coffee extraordinaire. Kind of just to help lubricate the move and flow of the morning itself. $6:30, cafe's all open. I wonder if cafe's all open down here. Let's have a look.
How's it going, guys? Hope you're having a fucking great morning. I'm just gonna go and check out Cafe Sol down Hatch Street. I haven't been in there, contributed to their business in quite some time. I'm not 100% sure it's open at this time, but hopefully it is. We get a little bit of a hop, scop, and a jump going. And the reason for going down here also we're close to the Ioneer, which unfortunately didn't really give the laundry booth sensational smell that I had the other day. I went down looking for great scent and I came away with nothing, although a couple of nice shots of the Churchesians, but they'll be absolutely exquisite now under the cover of darkness. Niall,
How's it going, buddy? We've been goosed. 7 a.m. 7 a.m. Oh, I liked the Valentino the other day, but it's just too far away. But it tasted fantastic. Tasted fantastic. Maybe a Valentino. The jog of Bagot Street. Chance to maybe Nile ourselves a bike. Morning cons. What's your top 3 coffee spots in Dublin? If you're talking quadrant, I think Il Valentino is really rocking my world at the moment. Then of course, you can't go wrong with Coffee Angel. But Il Valentino, Coffee Angel, then Bear Market, which you can find one down at Marion Square. I think somebody was saying to me there, Chaz, I think, a couple of weeks ago, that you can get your arse out to Sandyford. Then you've got about 7 or 8 or 9 or 10 coffee units within 5 minutes walking radius. And that should really put the wind in your sails, but I've no real necessity to get the Lewis out to Sandymount or to Sandyford. It's too much of a schlepp, or schlep, or well, schlep is a Polish food shop. It's too much of a schlep. But I actually coined the term schlepp because it's too much of not only a schlep, but it's a skip away as well. So it's a double-headed hydra of a portmanteau. Colonel Creep, thank you very much. Get your beans out of the drip club. I'm diversifying my portfolio and investing in Cafe Williams. Thanks very much. Seize the day. Seize the day. And there we have Susie Street, round the corner. They've got their own little boutique bean unit called Sister Susie, which unfortunately isn't open now. The menu, fantastic. Mosaic salmon gravlax, €17, combining nori seaweed, yuzu glaze, wasabi mayo, and citrus dressing. Follow that up with the Dublin Bay prawns, with the cochnateer risotto, chorizo, tarragon sauce. What about the lamb lap, turnip terrine, kohlrabi gel and curly kale? And then for mains, John, dry aged fillet of beef, mushroom duxelles, fine bean and burnt celeriac puree. Or maybe the pan-fried duck. Creme brulee for afters. A selection of Irish farmhouse cheese, chutney grapes, quince and crackers. Or if you just want to go lunch on this beast, I heartily recommend the Dexter Burger. Toasted brioche, Dubliner cheese, baby gem gherkins, and none other than French fries. Baby Durkin mushrooms. Baby Durkins. I hope you're doing well, lads. Show you the Sister Susie booth over here as Goebbels caresses the tip box with 2 of the finest. Or Gobbles, sorry, I called you Goebbels there. That's just because I was reading about the fucking Russell Crowe. Russell Goebbels in the upcoming Nuremberg film before I got on stream. And thank you very much there, Gobbles, for your tip. Is it a day for the driving gloves again? Off to get my beans and watch some beans. Well, not at the moment, Gobbles. Again, it's the Izzers. Not one for the earth. That's more of a that's a place for casuals. I was there before and I had some tea there. It was great. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. I wouldn't advise against it or anything. But I'm gonna Il Valentino it, and I don't want to fuck up like last time by leaving until daylight because we can see some blue. So we need to keep moving there. Look at this, a brand new bronzer. It's like a man with wide pants, and I don't know what it symbolizes. There's no plaque or plinth, but fuck it, we'll just keep going. We'll keep going. Grogoski, how's it going, buddy? Thank you very much for your kind-hearted, generous rip-tip-a-tunis. I hope you're doing well and you're having a fantastic Friday, and that the weekend, although ends, doesn't end your grind set mindset. Keep it going. Saturday and Sunday, perfect time to beat the fucking crowds and make moves that you never thought possible. Maybe set aside an hour or two for the game at the Aviva tomorrow, and then come back to it for afterwards. You gotta do like LinkedIn and Stripe. Non-stop hustle bucks. 365, 24/7. Never begging for a rain check. Always chasing the paycheck. Promotion. Revenue. The end of Q4 as we strive to cross the line and get across the end of the working year. Closing Q4. Pulling the shuttered doors down and then taking out your gold-plated key to lock it up. You want to be ready and know that you've made the best of the world that you had, and that you're liquid smooth, ready to rock for Q1. Because Q1 is only around the corner, and the moment it hits, where'd you want to be? Fucking on your arse on the couch, New Year's Day, dying hangover? Or do you want to be ready to go with the big boys? The markets, finance, crypto, all of the above. I know where I'm gonna be. Where are you gonna be? Valentino. Come on, we still need that. We need the daylight to not happen. It was a bad idea coming all the way down here, but it's a fucking cracking cup. I can't deny it. Chocolate Labubu. Great stuff. Hi, how's it going?
How are you?
I'm good, thank you very much. Are you well?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Could I get a tall Americano to go, please?
Anything else?
No, that's all. Thank you very much.
It's perfect.
Thank you. Gonna be it. We're getting ourselves ready to rock before the coffee lands. Thank you. Great stuff. We've still got the darkness. We gotta move. And we gotta move without spilling a drop. I actually wanted to have the coffee in the lift. I'm not sure whether or not I'm gonna have it down Hatch Place, combining the coffee with the sniff, or hitting the lift. Not a hundo. Not a hundo. We're already spilling there. Holy Jesus. I tell ya, Amazon is just down there as well. But it's, what's best? Under the cover of darkness, what's best? I'm not sure. Getting fucking coffee all over the glove. Actually, it's unbecoming to run. It's unbecoming and it doesn't fit the style, so I'll stop the running. It was good just to get the steps in, just to make it down to Valentino in time there. But again, maybe grounds to actually start the stream at 5 instead of 5:30. But you would want a 24-hour coffee situation. Stream from 5 until 7's perfect. But once you get into December, then 6 till 8 is key. It's optimum, and everyone's just getting into the office around then as well, so you're really getting the best of that world. You can smell the anticipation, you can feel it, it's palpable. It's almost 7 o'clock. Is that the best time to hit the Mercedes dealership? They're not open. But it doesn't hurt to send an email to let them know of your presence, make them aware of your presence and your commitment to the machine. Petrifying pumpkins. Unbelievable. Tip has just hit the another second tip has apologies there guys, I'm juggling coffee, battling daylight and trying to make haste with my feet across open ground in order to wet the baby's bean here with the first sup of the Colombian Dream Bean known as Colombia 6 on their list. But I need to say thank you very much to Grigosky, Tim Reedy, who's never been greedy, and none other than Jimmy Huxtabation. Beans for the stream, John. Thank you very much for the tip. Jimmy Huxtabane. Very, very, very kind of you, buddy. And to everybody else who's sent a tip as well. I can't say thank you enough. You are the boat that rocks the race. Is everybody in? Is everybody in? The coffee morning is about to begin. Wake up! You can't remember where it was. Has this bean stopped? We're moving and shaking. Video game animation type run. Maybe there's grounds to do a running situation and actually get all the gear on. High vis, ultra cushion running shoes, heart rate monitor, the whole shebang. Lovely box of grit for the upcoming ice blast. The icicles on the taxi there. I wouldn't want to be on one of those fucking mobile scooters in weather like this. You're sharing the road with cars and you're going at stupid speeds and you're silent and they don't care for you, they hate you. Pickled gobbles. Bless the beans. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We're here at the Miles Dungeon where the coverage usually leaks, but we've the 3 sim in. We're fully simmed. 360-degree coverage, so it's not going to drop. And I feel very fantastic about that. As we run by the beginnings here of the Ioneer, a few embassies on the left, some lovely apartments, the communications clinic, which handles a lot of guff and helps process guff into more manageable communicative chunks for very rich people, politicians and corporations. God's work, you're doing God's work, lads. Come on, let's beat the sun. Beat the sunshine, John. Fuck the sun. The sun is for wimps. The night is our time. Let's shine. Shine like a crazy fucking diamond, John. Jimmy Floyd Hasselbeans sends his regards. I'm looking forward to just relaxing down here, getting a good whiff and a good sup of the cough, and then on to Dropbox before it gets too dark. We've not much time left. You can see it's turning blue up there. Blue Dabba D.
You've driven all you can
Take your saber to the sea. Hit the rock room with the pace. I want to see that rock room. I don't want to put it off for another day. The only thing I want is between now and the next time with the rock room, I want somebody on the inside of Dropbox to make some kind of adjustment to let us know that you're aware of us, because I know for a fact somebody tipped or during last year's stream and said, Connor, I actually work at Dropbox. And I can't remember what the rest of the message was, but it was basically an acknowledgement and saying thanks very much for the streams or something. But I know you're there. Fuck. And you know I'm there. And we'll be back. So basically, some sort of token of acknowledgement. Like, even if you just leave a guitar in a certain position or something, we'll find out, we'll have a look. But it was here the other day, actually. I suffered an anxiety panic attack when a car drove over a grid or a griddle. Really loud it is. It needs to be fixed up like that. The car goes over and it's like someone's shooting a fucking gun at you. But look at that. No bins either. This is fucking brilliant. We've made it. We've made it, John. We've made it to the smokestack and the steam pipe. Under the cover of darkness is nothing like it. And the biting cold is no more because I'm fucking sweating. This is beautiful stuff. Maybe we can perch up here. Let's perch. Let's perch. Oh yeah. That's the stuff. And can you see the smoke? Can you see the steam? Can you see the smokestack? Let me see that. Somebody called Grant Thornton. We need an audit. Thank you very much there for the tip. Anonymous, thank you very, very much. I feel like I'm in some German 80s cinema verite production. Is everything okay? Is there a bomb about to go off? Are the stakes always this high? Is the box about to be dropped? The stakes are only so high today because I just wanted to get everything done before the daylight hits, which is around 8 a.m. Or even now you can see the blue hue, Philip's blue hue in the sky. Ah, but this is the life. The screech of the seagull, the steam of the pipe, the smell of freshly laundered sheets in the air, and an Il Valentino on a Friday morning. Has there ever been anything as good as this? I'm not sure, but I want to say thank you so much to everybody who does bother their hole tuning in at these hours to share the experience, to comment, or even not, or even just to listen or have on in the background or watch later, as they say, as a VOD. Thank you very much, and enjoy the beans. This is your Friday. You know what that means. Feel the beans. And maybe a shot, sort of a cinematic shot, like a Rocky kind of thing, a Rocky job. Maybe. Sort of Statue of Liberty. Feel the power of the turnover. Not sure how that worked out. Again, it's an experimentation, but this is the first check box that needed to be checked, and next it has to be the rock box at the drop, featuring the elevator of souls as well, which I've only just discovered today. .ie. Thank you very, very much there to Grigoski again. So kind of you. Thank you very much, sir. Konzo, we need to know when the next Formula Goose Prey will be. I know how busy it is at the Mercedes dealership at the moment. Yeah, I'm on a flight to Vegas after this, so I've just got to have a quick look at the Dropbox Rock Room and then head to Vegas, buddy, for the F1. It's just the way it is, I'm afraid, buddy. Sorry, I'd love to stay and chat. I might have time in the airport to do a debrief in a few hours' time, vis-a-vis Ivan Yates' appearance at the select committee. He really stuck it to commission a man. Loved it. Loved every minute of it. It was fantastic. He owned it. He owned it. And yeah, we'll have a look at that, and maybe some updates from Vegas when I can, if I can. You never know. It's always tight. But I wasn't gonna miss this. I'll never want to miss that. I never forget about it. Look at it. It's beautiful. Bold, maybe aerial, maybe elements of Daz. John, we don't know. Dublin to Nevada in 4 hours via Concorde, which was decommissioned, but has been recommissioned in private for me. Under the auspices of J-Ro and J-Ro Incorporated. So yeah, it's going to be great. And when we get there, he's going to be test launching his Skybase, brand new Skybase, just above the F1 paddock. And, you know, so that'll be me, Lewis Hamilton, Zurich Hainan, who is a really nice guy. He does a lot of great work in numbers over in Switzerland, and he's going to be joining us as well. So it's going to be a great weekend all around. Maybe a bit worried about the jet lag and Vegas, and it's always going to be a tough one, right? But, you know, hopefully we've got enough pep in the step when it comes to the crunch to really enjoy ourselves. Just let the hair down as well, but always on the clock at the same time. That kind of a way. Business never sleeps. And what with the movers, the shakers, the tastemakers, the big bamboozlers, the CEOs, the fucking tech titans that are going to be there as well. Musk, Altman, Bezos, all the fucking names you can imagine. The other lad from Google. all the names. So it's going to be a real who's who. And it's so sad that, there's a lot of people just don't get to experience that level of lavish luxury and life. But it is what it is. That's your lot. And I'm grateful for it as well. It's important to remain humble. Do you know? It's really important to stay grounded. Do you know? And while we're there in Vegas, of course, it's a shame I'm not going to be at the Aviva, but I will be televising my appearance there via Sat. That's why I was down at Viasat at the beginning of the stream, because I'd met up with your man who said he was going to hook us up with some fantastic infrastructure in order to beam my face back to a corporate box at the Aviva, where my colleagues, who are sad that I'm not going to be there, will be able to enjoy my face. And it's not going to be a live picture of me, it's just going to be some prereq, but I haven't told them that yet. Thank you very much though for the tip there, Mr. I'll get your name now in a sec, Andy the Fork. Thank you very, very much. Very, very kind of you. And Grigoski, again, thank you so much. The industrial smoke just reminds me of my dedication to making sure I'm the best employee to not just my mates in work, but to my best mates, my supervisors. Feel the beat! Now it's time to make good with our feet across open grounds. We race against the clock of the sun clock, the original clock, which told us what time it is, just through the medium of light, of sunlight. And we need to beat that, and beat the bastards at their own game, and make our way fast to the rock box at the drop. It's all going on here on Friday morning coffee run. That's what it is. I know a lot of people say, oh, I do the coffee run on the morning. What do you mean? You get off your arse into your car, slide into your car and drive there, is it? Or do you do a fucking 15,000 step meander around a 3 kilometer square radius? I don't think so, buddy. I don't think so. I just hope that burp that I just did didn't resonate in the audio on the camera, because it was guttural. It was guttural. Where's the bin? Where's the bin? Oh, fuck it. We'll find another one up here. Oh, that's fucking great. That's fantastic. The thing is, we need to get another one just before we hit the rock drop. Stand proud, look to the horizon, and blast away. You won't get many times or chances to do it in the future. It's best to blast away the detritus now, while you can still see it as well. I wonder, is the rice that we left still there? Come on, man. Come on, cars, we need to go. No, the rice is gone. We left some rice there the other day. It's gone. It's fucking gone, John. You never know, we might bump into Dara again. I'm not sure, but the construction has breached its barrier. And now we have a third crane ready to hit the scenario over there as the first crane hoists an unmistakably blue bucket into the sky. Beautiful stuff. I don't know if you're aware of that steam. Some fantastic steam coming out the top of that building as well. That's up there with the steam pipe down at the Ioneer. It'll never be matched. It'll never be matched. We need to get another cup. We might, yeah, we'll press, come on. No, I'm seeing the rocker, I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it now. I only want to see it once I have the coffee. We'll go art. You can't go wrong with art. It's the business. It's the absolute business. Oh, it's not open. Push to open. Oh, thank God. Hi, how's it going? Can I have an Americano, 12 ounce to go, please? And that's everything, thank you.
That's all, yeah?
Yeah, that's everything. Oh, it's cold. You need to have your winter woolies on you. You're nice and toasty inside here. Cold here as well. I don't feel it. It's nice and toasty. Okay. Maybe you need a hat. Oh, get one of these. These are fantastic.
I would just like this.
Yeah, one of these is fantastic.
Yeah.
You can pull this right over your head.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah. Very versatile. Thank you very much. Thank you, I will. Oh my God, they've changed the cups. They've changed them back. Betty Davis eyes. She'll expose you. Thank you. Still dark, baby. She's got Betty Davis eyes. They changed the cups back to the originally gold embossed logo on the Irish coffee as well, which I'm really happy about. I want to say a big thank you to Mr. and Mrs. Pacework for your delightful, kind-hearted gesture of a tip, which really does put the wind in my sails and the bean in my cup. Full art house, premium bean. Where am I going? Wrong way. Bell Lane. We need to reach Bell Lane. Is it down here? Have we gone past Bell Lane? We haven't. The beauty of Bell Lane is that it's situated between 5 and 4 Park Place, and then you have the Lewis going by as well. Then you're going to have this big behemoth thrown up in the next few years, which is just fantastic. Bean Lola Bean, thank you very much. And Anonymous, thank you very much. A clone named Gibso, thank you so much, sir. And Grogoski Mirror's Edge around Dublin. 8 a.m. Pilates and Lattes classes waiting for me. The boom is back, says Anonymous. Thank you very much. And look, lads, here we have it. I'm just going to get myself prepared before we see the big reveal. I'll tell you what, we'll do the reveal in a moment. I'm not gonna look. I'm not gonna look at the rock room. I'm not gonna look at the rock room. Just keep my eyes averted from it. And we make our way down to the new coffee box. Because I want to actually go up into the air as I sink the second coffee of the day. So I've got to literally physically moving up into the sky as I'm injecting that bean into my esophagus. And I'm averting my eyes from everything in Dropbox, but it looks inviting. The way they place everything just beside the window, so it looks like a crazy cool place to work. But a big shout out to all the lads at the Art of Coffee again. If you want to sponsor me, get in touch. Connor Williams, always making your business go further. The Art of Coffee, gold embossed cup. I said it the other day. It was a shame that they'd gone, but it had come back. Maybe they were being sponsored by someone on their last cup and they had to just run with it. Who knows? All we do know is that we're back in business again. It's still dark outside. We're about to hit a brand new elevator coffee bean ride known as the Coffee Box. Extraordinary. It's kind of like a Willy Wonka situation where you go up in an elevator, and again the mantra which rains out: Morton, Nero, Kaku, Zambrero, Lewis, Zambrero, Kaku, Nero, Morton. Now, put the gloves away. The gloves are off. You're having a wonderful Friday so far, guys. It's nearly time to head into work. But here we go, we're gonna do it. Gonna go for the second sip inside this. And Pilates is going on just over the side house. Here we go, lads. Happy Friday. All the best. Just like Grandma used to make. Loving it. Absolutely loving it. And the lighting on this gangway is absolutely second to none. Let's have a quick look at these offices here, just at the side. There's the arcade cabinet down at Dropbox down there. I want to see that in a minute when we go downstairs, but great to be back at EY as well. Just look at all those desks, the seats, freshly hoovered and shake and vac carpets, ready for the employees to file in and start grinding out the fucking numbers. That's fantastic. And then over here, we get a little look up top at the drop, and they've got a little fucking a golf yoke down the side, and a table tennis, a coffee dock unit, and then staff tables as well. But look at that little putting green, John, a little putting green inside your business. Do you have that for your staff? Because if you don't, you're missing out on all that will bring in terms of revenue and money. I can get a glimpse at the rock room, just a little glimpse of the rock room down there. Really is corporate heaven. If you know of any other corporate heaven that has all its wares on display as much as the Dropbox boys do, please get in touch, because I'm very eager to go and see it under the cover of darkness, powered by stupid amounts of coffee. Love it. Absolutely loving it. Hope the fucking stream's still going. So the problem is that I've stopped. In order to keep the stream momentum going, it means I have to fucking not even check the phone. So hopefully I haven't been talking to myself for 20 minutes. And that's that, what would you say? Jeff Koons style artwork inside EY. And a couple of Yeti dog bowls. Do you bring your dog? That's the thing about EY. They probably let you bring your fucking dog to work. That's the new revolution, the work revolution. Curved monitor, look at that. That's like a 32-inch curved monitor up there. and a Logitech C130 webcam. No fucking expense has been spared up there, guys. No expense has been spared. Absolutely fantastic work they're doing at EY. Oh, I love it. Fucking love it. Sorry about the language. Look at that for a sky as well. Oh my god. This is it. This is it. This is us. Look at that. We need to eventually go 1080. That's the key. That's the dream. And believe me, we're working around the clock to facilitate a 1080p stream. But in terms of sustainability, reliability, and being able to keep the stream alive the longest, we just need to sit at 720 for the time being. I'm more so worried about what goes on the camera rather than how good and quality the picture is. But eventually we'll reach Tommy Schlug Germany levels 2022. But Smokestack Linen, thank you so much, buddy, for the tip. En route to the bowels of Monaghan to scrutinise a large diesel tank. The things we do for the humble yen. Thank you very much for the tip there. And Joey the Lips as well. I hope you're doing well, buddy. Very, very kind of you. 2 sweets later. Such delayed gratification. Rock of Ages awaits you. Very, very kind of you. And again, just in case I missed anyone, Andy the Fork Grugoski, Cloning Gibso, Pacework, Bean Lola Bean, thank you so much. It means a lot. And I hope you're having a good morning, and this in some way helps facilitate a liquid, smooth, revenue-laden Friday for anyone who has dropped in or dropped out or dropped off. Bit of a drop-off about to happen there with the Dublin Express Air Coach. It's one of my favourite little perch moments around here, and it's exacerbated entirely by that skyline and the rising sun, which doesn't seem so bad now, although I was bad-mouthing it a lot there half an hour ago. That seems absolutely fantastic. It's exquisite. It's like a painting, and it's just getting better and better and better. If only the evenings had that sort of vibe about them, but it seems to be the way that the mornings, more rather than not, are a lot more appealing to the eye. But once this is done, you've got the Garda building there. Imagine how safe you're going to feel. I mean, it's already such a safe place, but then even safer as well. And this, from this angle, we're going to get to see inside the inner workings, the inner sanctum. We're going to get to see the guys at work, cracking crime, case after case, and maybe even cracking kime as well. You know, the concept of chronological time, which in itself is an oxymoron, because time is anything other than chronological. I don't think it is chronology. Chronos, the chronosphere. The coffee's really kicking in now, lads. I don't recommend it. I think this is great, but there might be a crash in about an hour. Yeah, I haven't been. I'm gonna have to open the kimono with you here, lads, and say, look, for all my zamboozing around town, freeballing, fucking singing the praises of the sun, the sky, the night, the blocks, the buildings, the architecture, the CEOs, the grind, the hustle, the coffee, there does come a crash after the stream, especially if you've had 2 large Americanos and you've ran around. And it's important to make sure you've got yourself in a nice place after that, to unwind and release and let go. Personally, I like to go for a jacuzzi and then into a steam room, and I wrap my head in a bandage so it's completely and utterly wrapped up so I can still breathe. You know, that's important because you will die. But my head is bandaged up like a mummy, and I just sweat out the coffee then, and then after that has happened, I shower, obviously, then I hit the office, personal office, switch on the computers, the monitors, and just check out the Indo, the Times, the Guardian, BBC News, RTE, all of the above, and then I analyse the headlines and make notes of them. And I come to a conclusion as to where it is we're going and what we're doing. And I find that sort of meditative, mindful appreciation of the current affairs does ease the mind a lot more than the doom scroll fucking endless flashing images that the phone lords have forced into our lives. Well, they don't have to force it because we love it. We love the moving image. Anything that moves, it's appealing to us. Do you know? Look at that there. Class. Even though it's just a van on its way to work. Even though it's just a garden waste truck on its way to the next garden. It's still amazing to see. Especially the resplendent Garda HQ behind it, being built away. It's fantastic. And may it reign supreme. We need to go to the Dropbox. Executive lift. Executive elevator, John. I don't think you've ever experienced it. But we do. This is how we do. We're going ground, baby. Ground. Arcade cabinet coming right up. Thank you very much there for the tip. I've just missed you. And I need to say thank you before I look at this absolutely fantastic arcade cabinet behind me. They've had it installed within the last year. Betty Davis beans, thank you very much. Just grinding up a bit of dough and fawn, Conzo. Ready to have a real Betty Davis or a day thanks to your motivational musings. No problem, buddy. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the tip. It's very kind of you. Bean Odyssey. We've not much time left, lads, because the light is coming and we're going to have to go. Bean Odyssey was chatting with Christopher Nolan recently about getting you a full IMAX filming of a Bean Blast saga for 2027 to coincide with the Park Place completion. He's completely down with this project, and he's even ditched Damon for this. Fucking hell. It will be epic. Yeah, I'm with that.
Somebody call Grant Norton. We need an
Somebody call Grant Nolan. We need a Chris. Timothy Shalama. Thank you very, very much. Conzo, have you been over to the Yateser since the hatchet job done on him? Yateser, he's a Powerball, and I'll do a debrief with you later on today, okay? I just need to get my arse to the airport because there's a flight to Vegas. It's going to be leaving soon. Yateser crushed it at the Media Select Committee at the House of the Oireachtas. You can watch it back on Dáil TV or Oireachtas TV. Just go into it and then go into select committees and then scroll to Wednesday, and then it's around 5:30. But just look at the way the man operates. As I said, you don't have to do it. I'll be doing it. I'll do a stream debrief on it. Have you been to the Yateser since? Yeah, it's all good. It's never been better for him, do you know? He must be feeling pretty rough right now. No way, buddy. Check him out and check out his performance. He crushed. It was the cool, quiet confidence of a man who knows what he's at. And he's so grounded as well, you know. He's got the common touch, but he's also a big mover and a shaker and a player too.
You've driven all you can drive.
Thank you very, very much there, Adam. So kind of you, buddy. Right outside my own bastion of business. Get yourself something nice at Tier Deli on me. Thanks so much, buddy. So kind of you. And I hope you're having a great Friday. And as I said, powerful weekend ahead. The business never sleeps. Dan, thank you so much for your tip, Mr. Dan. And Colin Meister. I hope you're doing well, buddy. So you're sick with a bad back. Your preambulations are appreciated. Yeah, look, man, get that sorted. And I actually have dealt with that in the past. And it seems to be something that is just a dark art. You know, people seem to spend a lot of time and effort and money trying to fix the bad back. Whether it be beds, chiropractors, painkillers, the whole shebang. But I found that it's one of the ailments of life that is very hard to really narrow down a specific point. It could even emanate from stress. I'm just ruminating here now, but look at this. Mortal Kombat. And they're using Scum virtual machine emulation. So that's, you've got your cabinet, then it's running Raspberry Pi or a fucking Windows situation, which you can emulate all the classic arcade games. And this is just another situation where Dropbox are fucking owning and crushing the corporate sphere and laying down a workplace, an environment that is so conducive to results. They're ahead of the pack. They're ahead of the game. And they're making waves in ways we've never seen before. And they're nestled in Bell Lane, sandwiched between 4 and 5 Park Place, 1 and 2 at the back. You've got Morton's, you've got your Pret, you've got your Nero, you've got, what's the other one? Cuckoo, you've got Zambrero, Lewis Stop round the side, Art of Coffee, fucking Starbies if you're arsed. It's just a wonderful, wonderful mission that they've managed to succeed in creating. And Zambrero, of course, another beautiful, beautiful place. And here we have the rock box, the room, resplendent, replete, Stratocaster. You've got an electric drum machine. You've also got acoustics, a Black Star amp, and a bell. Maracas are still the same as they ever were. We need to be fast here. We need to be very subtle because we got thrown out before. I remember the quote, a man saying, I said, I mean no harm. And he said, I know. I said, I'm just having a look at the rock room, buddy. He was like, I know, but you can't be here. And we had to leave. And then when I went to get the Lewis, it was like he was following me. It was scary. But I think that's a new piece down the back there. They've got the Paul McCartney bass. No expense spared. I suppose they have spared a bit of expense with the Squire Stratocaster. If you can get yourself a Squire Stratocaster, then I'd avoid it and go for a real job, maybe a Mexican job, or just something that's not that cheap. You can hear how cheap it is when you're piping it through, and the drum box is brilliant. But realistically, whatever they've got here, it doesn't really matter. It's just the fact that they've gone and fucking done it. They've gone and done it. Do you know? This is what it's all about. Your staff are going to thank you in the long run. Your bottom line is going to be back in black. And the CEOs, the shareholders, the stakeholders, the investors, the people who matter at the end of the day are not going to be picking up the phone, ringing you, going, what's the story, buddy? What's going on, bud? Where's the money? Because it's taken care of. You lay the foundations like this, and you put in a fucking beautiful big screen with 2 other massive screens behind it as well, so you can chill out, video conference, stick on some Netflix or something like that. Just enjoy yourself. Cube amps, bongos, maracas, guitars, comfy seats, handstand, piano. This is us. Fucking love it. Anybody who was negatively saying there that Ireland is... Someone said at the beginning of the stream, I could not believe it. That what did they say? I can't remember what the quote was. It was something to the effect that Ireland's in deep shit or something, or it's not getting any better. But I think I've shown evidence to suggest that it's getting not only better, it's actually getting fucking mental how good it's getting. And we're going up lifts, elevators, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stories on there, and you can bet your bottom dollar if you went right to the top there of 4 Park Place, you'd be treated as some sort of sky lounge action as well. And we get a nice shot here of the Lewis with the crane bucket. Look at that. Lovely stuff. It's beautiful. And look at that sky. It's the perfect end to a fucking perfect morning. I can't say thank you enough to people for tuning in and being with us for these little situations. They don't come often. They're perfect for the winter morning. But thank you very much. It's a beautiful shot. I just want to make sure my face doesn't have coffee or sweat on it. think what we can do is utilize the pole. Oh yeah. That's that. One sec. Never do that, by the way. Never touch a moving vehicle or anything like that. It's dangerous stuff. I didn't touch it in the end. We just suggested it, you know. How's the rest of the day gonna go after this? Sometimes it's a bit of a downer because it starts with such a high, and that's not even to factor in the post-coffee crash, which, as I said, could be mitigated with the correct environmental situation. If you can position yourself somewhere comfortable, like the office, then it's probably the best, you know. Maybe the best way really is to go full both barrels into the next working day, and just crush, keep crushing, and then finish around 5 or 6, and maybe a brandy or a whiskey at the end of the day. Then a red breast, or, you know, if you're cognac inclined, then go for it. Thank you very much there anyway for tuning in. Loving the ambient noise, Bomber. Thanks very much for tuning in, Bomber. And Tuco, one day a statue will be erected. To who, we don't know, but let's hope so. I'm just imagine this shot now in a couple of years' time when that's done. 2028, this building is going to be ready to rock, and it's going to be fantastic. I'm thinking maybe we throw a bash for this one. If I can get that to stay still. I'm not sure whether or not the lining is correct on it. But yeah, throwing a massive bash in 2028 to celebrate Adelaide, or Adelaide 1, I think it's going to be known as. Not too sure about that. Yeah, one Adelaide. Can't wait for it. It's 7:45. It's fantastic. Niall, I hope you're doing well. I wonder, I don't want to be asking too many personal questions or anything like that, but are you going to be doing anything in the HCQ? I know you were doing a power work last year. Are you still going to be based here in the foreseeable or anything like that? A couple of projects that I wouldn't mind chatting to you about, you know. NZ Mark II sort of stuff. Bean Blaster and a beanie, thank you very much. They're proudly wearing the blast uniform of a caffeinated warrior. Stand proud and gaze over the terrain like a bean gull that you are. Take flight into the dawn, you crazy bastard. And that sky is just... They often say red sky at morning, shepherd's warning. Do you know what? I just have got a good feeling that the shepherd's going to be wrong today. I think the shepherd has got it all wrong. I think it's going to be okay. However, it's set to turn nasty in the next few, weather-wise. In fact, rain is probably scheduled for the end of today, which would tally well with the shepherd's forewarning. The foreboding of the shepherd. George White says, I'm going to sleep, good night. You'll be there tomorrow, Niall. Unfortunately, I'm going to be in Vegas, baby. So unfortunately, yeah. So yeah, best of luck, man, and hope everything's going well with you and the NZEB scenario. I know you were up against it last year. But from me to ye, I want to say thanks so much for joining me again. The coffee is done, it's drank. We've seen the rock box at the drop. We've seen the layout of it, and now we have video evidence of what it looks like. What I'm looking for is the next time we go, if somebody could leave something on the table. I don't know what. Does anyone have any suggestions there that I can just mention now, and then hopefully as some sort of Easter egg the next time we're down there, if it's there, we know that we're being communicated with. I don't know if anybody has any suggestion there. Off the top of my head, I can't think of anything. It needs to be something that is subtle. Yes, it definitely is a message. What the shepherd says goes. Leave it all on the table. Cons, Newgate bean machine, Sandpel. Okay, maybe one bottle, a green bottle of Sandpel sparkling water, because that wouldn't look out of place. The only problem is, I need to give you a definitive date of when I'm going to appear there. But I just don't know when that next one is going to be. Because next week, after coming back from Vegas, I don't know whether or not I'm going to be fit to bean for a few days. I have a lot on the plate, so to speak, as well. But look, Narubu-san, thank you very much, sir. Your morning streams give me the gusto and motivation to crush and grind through the day. Thanks, Cons. No problem. Look, lads, look to the horizon. Enjoy the rest of your Friday. Take it easy. And crush those beans. And make those dreams come true. All the best. All the best. Take it easy. Thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye.
Kokonakis. Fantastic stuff. Will you shape the future? Or will you be shaped by the future?
We're living in a great age. The age of the Lewis and the age of the crane. Feel the power of the crane. And there we go. He's swinging. He's moving. This is Sparta. Rwandan beans. Looks like Pat Spillane, but they blurred out his face. Let's go and see what's going on inside the rock room at the drop. Head honcho on congos. Got the receptionist on the maracas. Head developers on the acoustic.
Just gone to waste.
Get a nice little blasted on. We'll be back in business again. Another powerful Monday. Welcome to the stream.
You've driven all you can drive.
It's just another day in absolute paradise. Now it's time to harness the power of the working week. Fantastic car. Check that bad boy out.
Standing proud.
Office barista unit.
Salesforce. Packing the poachers.
Going on a bean quest on Monday morning.
A vigorous rub with some tissue paper.
This little fella, lovely. Truly remarkable beast. I don't know, what's your take on it?
Your primetime sin swirl. Been doing a lot of thinking.
Ethiopian beans. Book cab?
I think we really need to bring in HR.
Flavorson bean development. Colombian beans. St. Stephen's bean. Blast unit. Living Labina mocha.
The future.
The concept of steam.
Brand new roller coaster ride.
Time is running out, the clock is ticking down. Francesco Higinardo. Honduran beans. The fact that every moment is a chance to double your money.
Bezos.
How's it going, buddy?
How are you keeping?
Checking out Fibonacci Place. Have you been in there?
Never.
Bezos.
I think he is.
Is he there?
He is.
Bezos.
Good stuff, buddy.
He's listening to News Talk.
Today FM. You take the bull by the horns and you ride that bastard out of town.
You've Lesotho'd all you can embassy.
I have livid.
Targets.
Funkmaster Flex.
Bar charts.
Falco, Crawl, Lockton. A lot of the hardball gets played inside there. More of a bricks and mortar kind of Lego set man myself. It's all about the Chinese market at the moment.
How's it going, guys? I'm your boss. That's French jiggery bogery.
Been a bit tiresome, I understand. Salvadoran bean. Gold embossed.